So this part of the course, we're gonna start a little bit differently. Please write down 3 questions that you want to ask in the Akashic Records connecting with the inner wisdom. Write it down and then watch the video, and we're gonna come back to them at the end. Now I will tell you about how to ask questions in the Akashic Records. How to ask questions for the inner wisdom in order to get the clarity that you wish for. So first of all, there's a PDF underneath this video where you can find a very simple guidance on how you can ask the questions. So you can print it out or you can just read it, and it can be just a really quick reminder on how to ask the questions. Or you can just write to me on the Instagram, it's Light from the Source, and consult with me. Is this the right type of question? How can I ask it? So I can guide you, I can support you on that. What is good to remember when you are constructing, asking the questions for the inner wisdom, for the Akashic Records, is to remember that it's not an oracle. It's not getting rid of the responsibility. It's rather a very wise person. It's good to remember when you're asking the questions in the Akashic Records to imagine that you are going to a teacher, a very good teacher, and do you think if you go to the best teacher in the world and you will ask him a question, he will give you the answer A or B? Or rather, he will help you to understand so you know by yourself what is the answer, A or B. So this is a kind of concept that I would like you to think about when you ask the questions in the Akashic Records. So rather than asking about what I should do, rather think about, I'm going for guidance to understand my life better, to understand myself better. Rather than asking closed questions where you can get an answer yes or no, ask open questions. Ask about what is the lesson in this situation. And also another thing good to remember is trying to ask the question that are helping you to grow rather than taking you down. And I'm not saying that going down is a bad thing, because sometimes it's good for us to understand what is underneath. But remember about also going up. So when you're asking the question, why is this happening to me? Also ask, and what can I do to heal it? So seeing the root and also seeing the way up. Because the Akashic Records, the inner wisdom always wants the best for us. The higher entities, they want our growth. They want us to be happier, to raise our vibration up. And sometimes it means touching things that are down, but also because of it going up. So when asking a question, just imagine that you are going to a counselor, you're going to the best teacher, to the best advisor, and you want to understand things better. And also, like with the best teacher, you're not very forcing to give you information. You're giving the space for the information to come. So what also you can do is, you know that you want to access the Akashic Records, you want to access the inner wisdom. You are writing down the information that are most important for you. You're writing it down, and then you're going to sleep. You wake up the next day and you're reading it again. Maybe something different comes to you. Maybe you're gonna add something, or maybe you're gonna take something down. Just like sit with these questions, and then when you access the Akashic Records, just ask the ones that are really aligned with your heart. Also, when it's the first times you are accessing the Akashic Records, the inner wisdom, please just ask one question or 2 maximum, and then leave the Akashic Records, and then come up like the next day or the next week and I ask again, and then the next time, so you're not overflooded with the information that are coming, and you can integrate the information that were given to you. Also, a little hack, a pro tip, if you don't know how to ask the question, so you know something's up, something's there, but you don't know what it is, and you don't know how to ask a question, you can just drop the topic into the Akashic Records. So you can say, okay, I know there's something going on with this person, but I don't know how to ask the question about it. So how I can ask the question about this topic? What would be the best question? And you wait. And you wait in silence, and then the best question will come up. Just like miracle. Just magical. It will just occur because you let go of the control and you open up what is the best to come from for you. When asking the questions, please remember you can only ask about yourself. In the previous example that I gave you about the person, you weren't asking about, is this person thinking about me? Will I be with him? You ask a general question, like there's something going on with this person. What is it teaching me? What should I know? What question should I ask about this person? But it's not that you're asking about, is this person loving me? Should we be together? It's that you are asking about the relationship. What is this person teaching you? Because in the Akashic Records, in the inner wisdom, you're always accessing your own information. So we're not asking about, what is my boss really thinking about me? We don't ask about it because we don't know. It's their Akashic Records, it's their inner wisdom, and we don't have access to it. What we can do is we can ask, okay, why is it so important for me to know if my boss likes me? Or why am I not trusting that my boss likes me? Or what can I do in order to trust that my boss likes me? I hope you see the difference in how these questions were asked, because all these questions were putting the energy back into you. So you're not putting the energy on this person. You're not asking about this person. You're always zooming in to yourself, into your own information, because the most important person in your life is you. All the information that you need is inside of you. And when we are trying to put the energy onto somebody else, actually we are running away from ourselves. So zooming in onto me. Why am I so angry with this person? So now, after listening to all this information about how to ask the questions, please look at the questions that you wrote down at the beginning of this video and see if you want to change them now. So, with all the information that you got from me, do you see that maybe some questions were putting attention on other people or getting rid of responsibility? So look at them, revise them, and change them if needed.